Hey guys, welcome to Triple D's film review. The film that I'm going to be reviewing is a personal favourite sequel of mine. You know how I did a film review with Too Fast, Too Furious? That's because I love that film a bit. I love it. Now I'm going to be doing Fast and Furious, the fourth installment to the franchise. Um, Most people get confused between this one and the first one. I'll tell you now, the first one has got the in it. It's got the right at the top there. And plus, you'll be able to tell because the different covers and all that. Yeah, this is the fourth installment to the franchise, and love this one. This one is set a few years after the first one. Do you remember how in the first Fast and Furious, Dominic Toretto goes away, Paul Walker goes away as well. We'll go their separate ways. Too Fast, Too Furious featured more on Paul Walker's side than Dominic's side. This film features on Dominic's side and Paul Walker because they find each other and they join forces together again to bring down this person named Braga. Yeah, Braga. But Dominic Toretto, you know how in the first one they were stealing VHSs and DVD players and all that? Well, in this one they're stealing gas right at the start of the film. Spoiler alert. Yeah, right at the start of the film they steal gas, and then all of a sudden he goes away off to Mexico because he wants to get away from the cops because the cops are chasing after him. Yep, police are chasing after him. Then he goes to Mexico, while as in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles, Brian O'Connor is chasing somebody. But Brian O'Connor is an FBI agent now. He's an FBI agent chasing down one of Braga's henchmen. He captures him, finds their purse, gives him a name known as David Park. There's loads of David Parks, so they had to narrow it down to one who does street racing, illegal street racing, illegal modifications, anything. Eventually, he finds the David Park that he's looking for, which is one who has an illegal modification for a Nissan Silvia S15. Yeah, Nissan Silvia S15. While I was in Mexico, Dominic Toretto gets a call from his sister telling him that his girlfriend, Letty, is dead. Yep. Letty is dead. Yeah, this is really cool. It wasn't cool like when I heard about it. When I watched it, I was like, really? This is what it is? And all that. I know about this film. This film is meant to be about street racing. Well, really? This film? It's more along the lines like of an action film rather than street racing. It says it's a street racing action film. They got the action part right, but the street racing they've got like a little bit wrong because there's only like just a little bit street racing in it. Yeah, it's not very much based on street racing anymore than like it was in the previous films. Fast and Furious, all about street racing, all about the cars and everything that were featured in it. It was like right in your face that it was like right in your face that like, Jesus Christ, these are really serious. These are really serious. Too Fast, Too Furious, still exactly the same in your face saying, wow, they're really getting serious with this film. Third Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift. Now that's not my kind of style because I don't like drifting. I mean, like I don't like drifting. I don't like it. I gotta be honest with you. I don't like drifting. But the cars that are featured in it are class. They are awesome. They're brilliant. The cars that are featured in it. No disrespect to people who like drifting, but it's not my kind of style. It's not my kind of style. I prefer like street racing, like circuit races or drag races. I prefer them over drifting because they're my style. They're my type of style. Um. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Back to the film. Back to the film. Anyway, gets a phone call from his sister saying that Dominic Toretto gets a phone call from his sister saying that Letty has died. They have a funeral. FBI agents are there, and they think that Dominic Toretto would have shown up, but Dominic Toretto does show up, but you don't see him like right at the funeral. You see him like further behind because he knows that there's agents there. He goes to his old home, like where he goes to his house where he lived in Los Angeles. Sister tells him all about them. Sister tells him what Letty said to the police, saying that they wouldn't let him junk it. The car that he drove was car that he drove in the first one was a 1970 Dodge Charger. I really love that car because it's built for muscle, and plus it's a 1970s Dodge Charger. I like it, freaking awesome. But the car that most inspired me the most in that film was the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 modified, the one that you see in the street race later on. Finally, they have a street race, but the streets are not blocked off this time, so they're racing with traffic. And the winner gets a slot in Braga's driving team to like drive some stuff from Mexico all the way down to the US. But something happens to them along the way. Something happens to them along the way. They get killed. Two of the drivers don't get killed, but the other two do. Dominic Toretto, when they do the drugs, when they do the run, at the end of the run, Dominic Toretto pulls the tube from the nitrous oxide tank and turns it on. Turns the knob. Turns the knob to let all the gas out and pushes the cigarette thing. You know that cigarette thing, like where like it's installed in like every single car, or some cars or something like that. You push this like cigarette thing, it lights, heats up, and then you light your cigarette with it instead of using a lighter. But it takes ages. Blows up all the cars, including Brian O'Connor's car. Damn him! My favourite car, the Nissan Skyline GTR 34. They get the drugs, which is in the Hummer H1. Get the drugs, they take it to the hiding spot, which is the impound. Yep, an impound. That's the last place that they'll check, you think. Yep. So now when Brian O'Connor says to Dominic Toretto, he says, "You know what I've been thinking? When you blew your car back there, you blew up mine too. Yeah? Yeah. So now you're my 10-second car." And the 10-second car that they pick is a Subaru Impreza WRX STI hatchback. Yep, it's a hatchback Subaru, which is one of my mate's favourite car. Yep, my mate loves that car. Well, he's got a new favourite now. He's got the 2011 Subaru Impreza. 2011 Subaru Impreza. Yeah, just the 2011 one. So yeah, I like the film. I like it. Yeah, I do like it, but it's just that it's not very much like based on like what based on street racing and what it was before, like I just said. But this is still a great film. But I would give it my rating would be it's 7.5 out of the 10. 7.5 out of 10 because of the big disappointment because of the street racing. There's not very much street racing, and it's not all about the cars anymore. And this one, so that was a big disappointment. So 7.5 out of 10, so that's my rating. Oh yeah, and I also like to ask a question to you guys. What's your favorite type of car? What's your favorite racing car? Yeah, what's your favorite racing car? Leave your answers down in the comment section below, or you can send me them in the inbox. Inbox me if you like. And all I've got to say to you now is peace, peace.